What's up, everybody? How you guys doing today? I have to admit that I'm not really all that well just yet. I'm still feeling a little bit under the weather, and you can probably tell from the way that my voice sounds. Be it as it may, I still thought that you guys might enjoy some Heroes of the Storm today, so I sat down and casted another replay that was sent by one of the pro gamers. It's a match on Tomb of the Spider Queen. It's a Hero League game where we have a lot of very well-known names and faces. We have like a couple of NaVi players, a couple of SK players, and they've been just telling me, listen, dude, you need to cast this one. It's really good, it's fun, there's a lot of good team fights going on. So I sat down, casted the whole thing, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. So we're going to jump in and let's see what's going to happen here on Tomb of the Spider Queen with another Heroes of the Storm match on Khaldor TV.
Alright boys, welcome to another game of Heroes of the Storm here on Khaldor TV. This time we are looking at a match on Tomb of the Spider Queen, and we have our two teams ready, of course. Introducing to the left the blue team, we have Bloater on Anubarak, Nasty on Jaina, Snitch on Zeratul, Bakery on Rhaegar, and Nara on Tacita. To the right side of the map, it's Mighty Marcus on Sylvanas, Vontil on ETC, Devis on Vala, Schwimpy on Kerrigan, and Alex the Pro G on Uther. If you paid attention to the European scene within the last few weeks, then of course you've already realized that this is not a match where both teams played like with their full lineup. This is actually a bit of a mixed match. This was a Hero League game that was played by the boys, and as you can see we have players from NaVi in here. We have a couple of the SK guys in there, so very high level players at that, and the compositions that we are seeing here are quite interesting too, especially for the team. Well, we have one healer for each team, we have a second support for the blue team who are running a Tacita there as well. And matches on Tomb of the Spider Queen, of course, are always quite entertaining. This is one of those games that I've been sending where the players have been saying like, hey Khaldor, you need to cast this replay because this game is damn good. So that's exactly what we're going to do, and let's find out if it's actually true, because so far I haven't seen the replay, but I've been told that it is pretty fun. So we're going to have a closer look at that. As usual on Tomb of the Spider Queen, oftentimes you're trying, of course, to deny your opponent the 2 turn-in points. This is a Hero League game, meaning that we actually had a bit of a draft there. So this is one of those, and this is not a quick match where you can't really influence your own composition. Therefore, both of the teams with the healer here down to the bot lane. Nasty juking out Schwimpy, but there are too many heroes here trying to get his cute ass, and down goes Jaina. So, first blood for the red team, where we have, of course, with Schwimpy and Alex the Pro G, also with the rest of them, a couple of the players that are running with NaVi these days. Devis is also one of the guys that you might know here. Bakery for the left team. Nasty is saying almost 3 versus 1. I'm not quite sure about that. Like, that almost there, it really looked more like, yeah, I would have died there either way anyways. Next time I'll kill them. Okay, we'll take your word for it. So we're gonna follow Nasty a bit closer during that game and see if we can actually pull it off. Snitch on his Zeratul is already starting to do some work. The UK boys with Snitch and Bakery in this game here. If you look at the talents that we're having for both of the teams on level 1, then you can see that it's basically just what you would normally expect. Pretty standard builds for them. Conjurer's Pursuit on Tacita, not going for that second Storm talent here. We're having the Wind talent on Sylvanas, which is pretty much the standard. One of the things that we could maybe point out is that ETC to block. It is still the standard talent, but oftentimes you... Oh, there's another 3 versus 1. Nasty, come on, buddy. You've been calling it. Nope. Second death for him. So apparently, yeah, Snitch, you're completely right. He said he had them, but apparently he was lying to you, so never believe Nasty. Yeah. So as I was saying, like, we have block taken on ETC, but sometimes we see on this map in particular scouting drones, since you really want to have the vision of those turning spots, but in this case it's not really happening. Whoa! Snitch down now as well. Suddenly it's a 3-0 in kills, and the red team is starting to do some serious work here. They nearly have level 5, as the blue team does just now hit level 4 for the extra talent, where we are seeing the Arcane Intellect on level 4 now on the side of Jaina. Blown up at the top lane, the only one who really soaks here. He's going up against Mighty Marcus, and so far Marcus seems pretty mighty, has 9 of the gems already. In the mid lane, on the other hand, that seems to be where the party is happening once more. Schwimpy and Vontil are already in position. Devis is waiting there too, rocking that master skin on his Vala. I like it. And down to the bottom lane we have Nasty. Well, he was calling those 3 versus 1 plays. So far he has not really delivered, so we need to pay some attention to what he's going to do over the course of the game, because so far that was a bit disappointing. Oh my god! A double kill up at the top lane where Zeratul and Sylvanas explode in the same second. So by now we have at least a kill on the board of the blue team. Oh, Bakery gets pushed back here. Schwimpy moving in again with another stun. Good job, and if they get Bakery, that will be 15 gems that they are going to to lose. Bloat might be able to catch a few of those. Yes, he gets 5, but he's not able to get the rest of them. Snitch, on the other hand, he's trying to jump in, and the kill against Kerrigan. Good job here by Snitch. Sneaky as he moves in and makes sure that they don't get all of the gems at this point. So yeah, job well done. Currently in this game, it's really just more about the kills for those two teams. You can really tell with the roaming that we're seeing on the map that they are very eager to get a few kills under their belt. Kerrigan and Sylvanas both went for Envenom on level 4, so we're having, especially here on those earlier levels, a lot of extra damage with it, poison damage. Feral Heart was taken on level 4 for Rhaegar. It's a great talent to have. When I play Rhaegar, I usually take it too. It just makes it so much easier for you to stay on the lane when you get that extra hit point and mana regeneration and can use that then. So it's actually like pretty cool. You just run around in wolf form a bit longer and then you get that at the back and you can stay just a bit longer. Soak experience, help out your team. It's a pretty cool talent to have. Oh, Mighty Marcus is trying to escape, but Sylvanas goes down. Jaina, on the other hand, is now 0-3 against these bad boys over here. So Nasty, yeah, well, this guy seems to be all talk today in this game. It's a bit disappointing. Nasty, come on, show us these plays. We've been waiting for them. Interesting to see Shade form here, actually, on Sylvanas. So the extra stealth taken over the follow-through talent. Sometimes it's unstable poison that you will see there for the pushing power, but this is one of the talents that we don't see all that often. So Shade form taken now to give Sylvanas a bit more, yeah, survivability just in general. The talent that I like is Mental Acuity. I think in this case it really works well for them to have the extra vision on Tacita. It's a talent that became a lot more popular since in the last patch healing wards were a bit, yeah, just like a bit nerfed. They do the same amount of healing, but now they do it over a longer period of time, so it's not as strong as it was before, and that leads a few players to not take healing ward anymore, but go for a protective shield instead, or in this case the Mental Acuity, which is a great talent to have. I personally like those vision spells a lot. Rhaegar, of course, has Farsight as well on level 4, but as we already mentioned earlier, he took Feral Heart here. Kerrigan going down, and yeah, once again, Snitch and Bakery trying to move in here. Mighty Marcus, Alex the Pro G, and Devis, they're trying to turn in again, and that would be the first Web Weavers descending. And it looks pretty much that's exactly what's going to happen. Yep, there it is. Oh, Nara needs to be careful on his Tacita. He uses the Dimensional Shift and gets back to safety. A pretty fun game so far. We have quite a lot of kills, 10 kills overall already, 6 minutes in. We're having the Web Weavers descending now. In terms of experience, we have level 9 versus level 8. Nearly level 9 for them. Interesting also to see now Holy Fire taken. Deal 8 damage per second to nearby enemies. Oh, the kill against Rhaegar. Bakery. It's actually funny to see Bakery on Rhaegar again. You guys might not know this, but Bakery's main hero is and was always Vala, and he is one of those assassin players from the UK that we've been seeing with SK for a long time. Back in the days, he was a part of PPP and playing just Vala whenever he could. He's definitely an assassin player, but at DreamHack for SK, he suddenly started to play also a lot of support, since they were running a lot of double support strategies. So Bakery was one of those guys that they tried to use as a support, and he is actually doing extremely good with that. So good that a few of his teammates even said that they think he's a better support than he is an assassin. Which I'm not quite sure if it's a compliment or not, but it's actually nice to hear if you value your support prowess. Right now over here, he's already rushing away on his Rhaegar. But yeah, once again, interesting talents here on the board. I've already talked a bit about the Shade form, but Holy Fire is something that you don't see all that often. The talent that you give up for it is, of course, Cleanse. So in this case, we're having Alex the Pro G saying like, well, Cleanse, don't think we need it in this game like too much. And if you look at the opponent's team, there are a couple of things that you can cleanse out, but in the end, I guess like you can always argue that you don't really need it and you would rather have a bit of extra damage in those fights. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. Vontail on the other hand moving away. Web Blast already used. Level 10s are there. And the kill against ETC. The cow is down. And Alex the Pro G, is he gonna die too? No, there's no stun for them anymore. Oh, really nice by Shrimpy. That was very good. Takes the kill against Jaina. I have to admit, like, Nasty on his Jaina is currently the punching bag of the red team. I mean, like, let's just look at those numbers for a second. He died 4 times already. Wow. Like, he is the priority target, and I mean for very good reason. Everybody else in that lineup has an escape skill. Jaina, the only hero that cannot escape, and therefore, of course, the primary target for any kind of stun combinations. And the red team is trying that as hard as they can to lock Jaina down. Not really a good game for Nasty here, not at all, and well, it's just like a matter of composition in this case. He's the primary target for all of the stun-locked heroes that we're seeing for the red team, and he's trying to keep alive, but this is definitely a very difficult game for him with the setup that they are running here. Currently, with heroic abilities, we've been talking about Web Blast, we have Void Prism, Ancestral Healing, Archon, and some Water Elemental. All talents that we have, of course, already seen in the last fight. The Wailing Arrow, Strafe, Stage Dive, Maelstrom, and Divine Shield are being used. And now that the Web Weavers have been descended for the blue team, we're seeing everybody just like roaming once again, trying to get some extra experience on the board. Pretty fast-paced game, I actually like it. Oh, up to the top lane. Now we have the kill against Vala, so Vala going down here. And in the mid lane, another Web Weaver has been taken down. Alex the Pro G at the bot lane is trying to make sure that the bot lane is not suffering too much damage by going for the Web Weaver here immediately. That kind of helps to have that extra talent here on level 7 on the board for him. Level 12 is currently ready for the red team. We don't have 13 yet, so as soon as 13 comes in, we're going to see an extra talent dropping for them. Nasty with a rage quit? Nah, of course not. Like a quick disconnect and then he's back to business. He is going to finish what he started and will start to move in here. Another thing that I didn't really talk about just yet, but we should probably talk about it real quick. The pawn shop guitar on level 4, so that the mana costs are reduced. Personally, it's something that I am not a massive fan on, but Voluntil apparently going to try this build out. Web Blast used immediately after the stage dive, as you can already hear with the audio here. There comes the strafe. A lot of damage and blow it goes down. They blow up an Uberak, and now they're trying to go straight for the next target. Nasty gets healed here. This time he survives. Shrimpy is down though, and the kill against Uther turns this into a 4 versus 3 in favor of the blue team. 13 talents aren't ready just yet, but job well done here for sure. Devis is trying to move away on his Vala, and with a quick vault he's able to do that. So gets away just barely, but now we're having the level 13 talent finally on the board for the red team. The blue team is going to get the same talent in just a second, and there it is already. Frost Shot, of course, taken for from Vala to give them the extra disable during the fights, the extra tool to really just like crowd control their opponents here. Same time with the sprint we have Kerrigan and also, by the way, Jaina in a situation where both of them finally have an escape skill that they can use. We also see adaptation here taken, which gives Kerrigan another means of escaping in the middle of a fight if she's really in trouble. Can be extremely helpful here. Feral Lunge taken on Rhaegar. Bakery goes for the aggressive version of his Rhaegar build here. I mean, him being an assassin slash support player, you can't really blame the kid. So right now he's already starting to jump in, but Voluntil is of course a bit too tanky. But that the dog is gonna go and try and take a bite out of the cow, I mean, you can't blame him there. That's kind of what you expect. If Darwin taught us anything, then it is that the strong will survive, and so far Bakery has to prove himself against ETC here with this guitar. Uh-oh, there comes the setup. Web Blast already used. Stage dive, they're jumping in. Snitch gets healed, they get the kill against Kerrigan, and Bloat is attempting to move back, but suddenly Mighty Marcus is moving just ahead of him, and they're going to take him down. Bakery with a Feral Lunge finishes off his opponent. Sylvanas is down. Alex the Pro G with a Divine Shield. He's trying, but Snitch goes in with a blink and bam, cleaves his way to victory and takes that kill. 15 versus 13 the levels now, and suddenly the blue team taking a huge advantage in experience. They've been pummeled on the ground throughout the entire early game, but then with the 10s they're doing extremely well here. 12 kills against 9, and they are starting to really use those Web Weavers. The top lane has already been pushed. They are now wreaking havoc at the bot lane, moving in, trying of course to kill the keep, but chances that they're going to get that are pretty slim. I mean, Uther's going to be back in a second. You can already see that they're moving back. Nice Wailing Arrow. A 4-man silence, but they couldn't capitalize on it just yet. Bakery uses a slow totem, and everybody is just trying to move away. Nasty, on the other hand, is extremely low. They're trying to heal him out. If Shrimpy gets close enough, he gets stunned out. Uses sprint and says like, nope, you are mine. Misses his combo though, as Nasty also activates sprint, just dashes around. And Uberak, by the way, not taking the 16 talent just yet. Everybody else already picking that up. Oh, Nasty still low. Devis with a strafe, but he doesn't get any kills here anymore, does he? No. So a successful retreat from the blue team. They've been doing pretty well with that. They're having Numbing Blast taking a double blood for blood. Uther, on the other hand, taken out. And oh boy, that is turning around quickly. Adaptation being used by Shrimpy to get away here, but we have a Uberak jumping in, and they can easily take down Kerrigan now too. So another 2 kills for the blue team, and they are just cementing their position here with level 16 versus 14 now. That extra talent, of course, making such a huge difference when it comes to the fighting power in one of those team fights. That allows the blue team now. Actually, the red team is starting to turn in again. Vaughn Till is in there with 42 gems just a second ago. Turns in and unleashes another set of web weavers upon the red team. Oh, sorry, upon the blue team, of course. So, job well done, but Mighty Marcus, well, he dies just before those web weavers come into play. That's, of course, a pretty bad timing from him here. We have another fort already taken down, and right now the blue team is completely dominating here. These guys are doing very well. Very cool match from them. At the beginning, struggling a bit, but right now starting to gain a lot of momentum. And even with the web weavers descending for the opponent's team, they're still doing fairly well here. Trying to get, of course, another kill against the wall. You need to be careful that those bad boys up there to the top and down here with Vaughn Till are not going to get too much split experience. But with another good kill against Vala right here, against Nevis, the blue team is doing work. They are trying to go for the first keep. So far, not a single keep has fallen. Not one keep has fallen. Oh, there we go. They're trying to go for the web. There's Alex the Pro G. He's trying to run away. Divine Shield being used. Mighty Marcus needs to be careful too. He gets healed and just jumps away with a wave in the last second. Yeah, but here comes the kill against Uther. The blue team is wreaking havoc right now. The split push experience of ETC allows them to get level 16, and that is a double blood for blood, maybe even a triple blood for blood, depending on what Vala is going to go for here. And they are starting to jump in now, taking down Snitch. Nice. Finally another kill on the board for the red team. And they're jumping in again against Nara, trying to. But Shrimpy is going a bit too much ham here. Triple blood for blood now. Oh, and that strafe is gonna clean house. Moving in and taking everybody down. Jaina not too happy. Nasty just being very vocal about his displeasure at dying here. Yeah, Nara is still alive, but for how much longer? He goes down as well. And yeah, Nasty playing Captain Obvious here, pointing out the enemy, saying like, yeah, we should have ran, and yes, indeed, they should have. Vaughn Till turns in another 40 gems, and it was pretty cool that he was able to just like split push the bot lane the entire time, because without the level 16 talent, they could have lost a lot more. The interesting part, by the way, is that this keep is still alive, so they never really killed the keep. They dove into the tower here, the blue team that is, and got attacked by both of them, but they never really took care of that one in particular, and that's of course a pretty big problem now for the blue team. I mean, they're still a level ahead, don't get me wrong, but with them not taking the opportunities to taking down keeps, that is pretty nasty. Right now, we're having at the top lane here the boss taken, and with 2 heroes still down for the blue team, it's something that they can't do without being contested at all. The only one trying to do something about it is Snitch, but he can do very little there. Oh, can they get the kill? Oh, yes, there's the strafe, and they're getting the kill against Zeratul. Snitch just trying too much. Trying way too much. The strafe again taking him down, and that is now a boss for the red team, so the comeback is starting, or is it? I mean, they're still behind in experience, and that level 20 is going to be a game changer, but that boss barreling down the top lane is going to be nice. What they are doing right now, I actually don't really know. Are they going to try and go for a kill? Oh, Nasty! Yeah, with a sprint he gets away and slows everybody down. They're apparently trying to go for keep. They're saying, alright, the boss is going to push the top lane, we're going to go at the bot lane and going to kill that. Rhaegar is dead as well now all of a sudden. That's of course bad. And now suddenly it is a 5-man push against the bot lane. The boss up at the top, and one of those keeps is going to die for sure. Especially with the Sylvanas in play. You can just disable that fort 5-6 days to Sunday. And with that, there's just no way that you can do anything about that. Keep is down and top keep. Oh, they get 2! They get 2 keeps. 2 keeps are down. The red team is starting to make their comeback here in the game, and the level 20s are going to hit very, very soon now for the 2 of them. If you look at the healing, Rhaegar is excelling here once again. When it comes to the hero damage, though, Vala is definitely showing the boys how it's done. Jaina also with 37,000, which is pretty remarkable. And now we're having Alex the Pro G capturing out that Bruiser camp, and the 20s are there. That gives us a double rewind even for the blue team, with rewind on Zeratul and Anubarak. Oh, that Blizzard! That did work, and Sylvanas is dead, but it's still a 4 versus 4 since Rhaegar is down. Vala, on the other hand, killed now too. Oh, the kill against Alex the Pro G. Oh my god, they're wreaking havoc here, aren't they? Shrimpy is trying to get a few kills in, and he kills at least one. He can't jump in, tries to take Nara, is able to Get him! No, the heal is there. But up to the top, Alex the Prodigy and Montil, they are getting another one, and this time against Zeratul. Very nice fight here. Oh boy, 22 kills against 17 by now. And Shrimpy, can he maybe jump in once again? Alex with a stun. There's the stun lock against Bakery. They are trying to get the dog, but a nice blizzard by Nasty changes the thing up completely. Turns the fight around, but they still get the kill against Rhaegar. Really nice battle that we are seeing here. Redemption on Uther is going to bring him back to life in just a second. We're having also the blink on the side of Kerrigan, and Nexus Frenzy for Vala for the extra damage there as well. Actually, Uther dying twice here apparently. That redemption not really helping him. I actually thought he only died once, but no he didn't. Hardened Shield is there for ETC. That's going to make that bad boy so damn tanky. I really like this setup right now. This game is really fast-paced. A lot of fun here so far. 19 minutes in and I have no clue who's going to win this. The red team definitely has like very nice setup when it comes to the two keeps that they've been able to take down. So they have an advantage. But the blue team has been doing quite well when it comes to kills and has been doing so throughout the entire course of the game. So the blue team could definitely still turn this around here. Looking a bit at the damage once again, just in general, to give you a bit of an idea. Uther with 55,000 siege damage, and that's of course also because he took that level 7 talent. With the, basically that immolation talent, if you so want. And when it comes to siege damage though, nobody is beating Tacita, at least not just yet. That storm is just a bit too much. We have Sylvanas at 77,000, and keep in mind once again that Sylvanas actually took on level 7 Shade Form, so didn't go for follow through or the unstable poison. Now the move by the red team is really trying to control the map right now. They turn in time after time, they get the web weavers again, they're trying to take everything down here, and the red team with so much pressure against the blue. Like, they are doing work, they're doing a lot of work right now. Yeah, we have 4 already in position. Here comes Snitch trying to start with the setup. They need his Void Prism in that fight. If they can get the kills, that would be nice. They need to somehow take down Shrimpy especially. Misses his combo, so the skills are in cooldown for a bit longer. And here comes the Web Blast. Web Blast already used. It's immediately being attacked. No, Shrimpy! The Maelstrom being used. Vala is already dead. Here comes the Divine Shield. ETC jumps in at the same position, basically. Mighty Marcus just barely bolts away with the Bolt of the Storm, but down here it's a kill against Jaina. Jaina is dead and Shrimpy is following a second later. It's a 1 versus 3 already since Rhaegar still took down Sylvanas. Good job by Bakery there. Uther also dying now. Only the cow is still alive and they're going for it. Of course, Uther is going to be back in just a second. But there we go again. Snitch is trying to move in. Yep, they killed Uther completely out here. That redemption on level 20 didn't really help him here either. So very good fight, but 79% on the core. Those web weavers were doing quite some damage there. They really want one hill, don't they? But they just give up. They're saying like, okay, we don't have enough damage for this. But yeah, the core is still under attack, or was under attack, and the shields are extremely low here. So they need to be careful. They're starting to lose core hit points, and you never want to do that. 27 kills against 19, and now finally they have some momentum going for them, and are finishing the job that they started earlier today, going for that keep in the mid lane, and they're going to get this one easily. There's only 2 heroes alive for the red team, and the blue web weavers are going to be released right now. Jaina is pointing out that she's not there, so everybody else is moving away now that everyone on the red team is about to respawn. And as already Nara points out, like, fighting as 5 would probably be the smart option, so that's what they're going for. They have, of course, like, those web weavers now that are starting to de-push the lanes, which is going to be very important. But they should try and take down a few more keeps. 0 keeps for the blue team, 2 keeps for the red team. And they're jumping in again. The stuns are there. So many stuns and so much crowd control for them. But blown! Oh, nice healing by Bakery. Job well done. Vala gets a full strafe through on the other hand. Nasty is already low, trying to escape. They're about to kill Mighty Marcus. He jumps away with a quick blink. Unbelievable that he survived this. Vala is down, but so are Jaina and Zeratul, and now the blue team is just trying to rush away there. Blown is... oh, is he gonna get stunned now? The power slide comes in. He's trying to get away, waits for his cooler, but everybody's so low for the red team, and they're killing Shrimpy. And Uberak is dead, but Shrimpy is down. Alex the Pro G is now dying too. Bakery and Nara, they are doing work. Bakery is running low on mana. Oh, everybody's running low on mana. He's not the only one. and they're trying to go for it. This is really getting like quite complicated. Once again, Alex the Pro G is back to life. This time Redemption really kicking in. Over here, the mid lane is being pushed just a bit. But yeah, this is going to get quite scary now. 65 gems is what both of these teams need now to get into to get the next Web Weaver set. But yeah. At this point, this is starting to get extremely dangerous when it comes to the boss at the top lane, because that boss is one of those game changers now. With the keeps already gone for the blue team, if you get that, then you can do a whole lot. Yeah, Nasty is actually pointing something out that I mentioned in the last fight as well. Stage diving to a location that is just 2 meters away is a bit weird. Not quite sure what happened there, if that was actually like planned or if he just misclicked somehow, which could also be the case. As you can see here, the boss attempt didn't really work out for the red team. It was a bit too ambitious. They didn't really get that done just yet. But still, we're having everybody rotating down to the bot lane. Are they going to go for a few camps? There are still some on the map that they could start to take. We're having up to the top, yeah, Nara and Bakery are starting to turn their gems in. And they are actually at 53 already of 65, so they don't need too much more. And the red team doesn't have too many. The red team doesn't really have too many. When it comes to healing, 71,000 by Uther and 75,000 on the side of Rhaegar. So job well done. Damage-wise, this is where especially Tassadar by now really excels. That Twilight Archon, if a game goes this long and you get the Twilight Archon in several times, you are doing work. And there it is again. Moving in, starting to do his damage, starting to do his work. Alex! Alex is nearly dead, so is Mighty Marcus. Blinks away, but Uther is now down there trying to get the lockdown, especially against Davis. Nice job by Vala, waiting with the strafe until the stun was through. Gets the entire ult off. Once again, Montiel jumps in just at the next spot, and there's a 2 versus 3. Zeratul dying now after Duborok was taken out earlier in the fight. Nasty moving away. Bakery is still on the run, extremely low. They still got the better end of the fight. Only 2 of the heroes for the red team are still alive there, but of course they need to really win one of those battles very decisively so that they can start to take down another keep, or in the long run they are bound to lose this match. They need to be careful here. We have them with 3 players still in position. As we already said earlier, like the kill count by now is 33 against 24. And these guys all play at a very high level. You can tell this is like one of those Hero League matches where we have like 3-man stacks, 2-man stacks playing with each other. So I doubt that everybody is on the same voice channel, but they definitely have decent coordination here. And of course they have the experience. Like nobody in this team has less than 1,500 games played. Most of them have way more. If you count custom games as well, I don't think you will find anybody in this entire game that has less than 2,500 matches played. So right now we're having Bakery and Nasty moving to the left side. We're having over here in the mid lane, the Web Weaver is being destroyed already by the red team. And that is actually one of those things where the blue team has now a bit of opportunity, because they can start to push with the Web Weavers. If they win a fight right now, the Web Weavers are going to do a lot of damage, even though the catapults are counter pushing. But with that, they could really get a bit more damage in here. Yeah, Bloater is jumping in already. Here comes Von Till. And there is the Web Blast again. Davis is down. Schwimpy trying to take down Snitch. Good job by Snitch. That Void Prison definitely saving him. Here comes the quick ancestral healing, and Schwimpy is now very much alone. Blinks away with the Bolt of the Storm. Job well done by Kerrigan, but they lost Vala already, and that's of course bad news, and therefore the bot keep might fall here. Level 24 versus level 23, and they are starting to move in here. The top lane is being pushed as well, but even with the 5 versus 3, they don't really want to go in. Once again, we're having the stage dive being used here. Nasty is down. Snitch is jumping in, trying to get the kills. Alex the Pro G is down. No heal at this point for the red team, and they're getting the kill against Zeratul though. So Zeratul is dead. Schwimpy jumping in again. He wants to get Bakery. Bakery is jumping in with a feral lunge. Job well done. Kerrigan is down. They killed her out again. Mighty Marcus jumps away with a haunting wave. Oh my god, like everybody is just going straight forward, and Bakery with another kill. That feral lunge is just getting him kill after kill after kill. Really nice job by Rhaegar here. When they are jumping in, they won't be able to take Montiel down. Bakery needs to be careful. Wow, they actually did not kill the keep yet. Bakery is moving away from the strafe. Nara is still there, but the keep is still alive. They did not get that. That's unfortunate for them. Like, all that work basically for naught, nothing that they can really accomplish with it. Their keep is still alive. The red team is doing a great job with that. I mean, keeping those keeps alive is something that keeps them, I don't want to say keeps them in the game, because in general they are playing a very solid match as well. But it definitely gets them the advantage that they've been working for the entire match. So that kind of works for them. The heal on Rhaegar with 111,000 is, by the way, getting kind of insane. Bakery is playing a great game here. Just look at his damage, like currently at 32,000 damage at least. I mean, the Feral Lunge really giving him a bit of an opportunity to get his DPS in, even though he's also using Blood for Blood, which of course helps too. But that is kind of solid. I mean, as a support, you won't really have the most damage numbers. There are a couple of builds on various supports where you can rack them up, but normally when you play one of those healing builds, which is exactly what Bakery is basically doing, then you won't get too much. But 32,000 and 67,000 against minions, creeps, and siege damage in general, that's pretty solid regardless. Looking now at the red team, healing 91,000, we're having 77,000 hero damage by Vala. Therefore, the top hero damage in the game, at least for them. But Tacita, I mean, the numbers on Tacita in this game are absolutely insane. That Twilight Archon later is just absolutely crazy. Yeah, once again, the jump in, Vontil is there. They're taking down the Web Blast, and they are going to come out of the Void Prism in a second. Void Prison is dead. Schwimpy is jumping for Nasty again. As mentioned before, Nasty is always going to be their priority target. But Sylvanas is dead. Jaina dying too. And Uberak is getting away. Oh my god. No, is he? Maybe not. Snitch is down though, but Vala dying as well. The Beetle is down, and that's a 2 versus 2 right now. Bakery is trying to go for Alex. Farilanush. Yeah, Snitch is actually not wrong. What's this game? I mean, the team fights that we are seeing here are insane. There's like team fight after team fight the entire time. It's just absolutely incredible. Bakery, is he going to try for another Feral Lunge? He has the shield there. Nara is just not dying on his Tacita and is doing so much work. That Twilight Archon, I mean, Archon alone is already a great heroic ability if you want to get some damage in, but if you have the Twilight Archon on level 20, this is absolutely crazy. 122,000 damage on Tacita. The Storms, of course, they help too. But yeah, this is nuts. Big waves, by the way, coming in at the top lane. They have to be de-pushed pretty soon, because we've been talking about this earlier, but there's only 79% hit points on the core now for the blue team. But yeah, 29 kills against 41, 25 versus 24, 30 minutes into the game, and this game just doesn't stop. The Red Web Weavers are descending again, and this is actually getting scary now. With the Web Weavers descending, and it's a 5 versus 5 again, but you need to be really, really careful about this now, because that's a lot of pushing power on all 3 of the lanes. We still have 2 keeps alive for the red team, but they are trying to do what they can. It's an attempt for the boss apparently at the top. Snitch knows that if they get the boss, then it's lights out, and they need to make sure that that boss is not going to end up in the hands of them. Down here, Vontil jumps in with a stage dive. Nice push. The Web Beavers are pushing all 3 lanes at this point. The blue team is starting to move in. The strafe is there, but Alex the Pro-G is already dead. They're going straight for the kill. Shrimpy is down. Nasty survives somehow. I don't even know how. And they're getting kill after kill. The blue team is amazing, but look at the Web Beavers on the minimap. They're all moving in. Everybody is moving in against the core. Up here to the top, they're going for Alex the Pro-G. Dennis is down. Nara took him out. And over here, they're going for Alex now as well. Uther is not gonna make it here either, but the problem is still that everybody is converging on that core. No, they get the team kill, but this is game. The Spiders take down the core, and the red team wins it after 31 minutes. Congratulations, and what a sick game here.
Yeah, pretty great game that we actually saw there. Actually very entertaining. At the end, of course, it's a bit unfortunate that you're forced to that fight at the boss. You win that fight decisively, finally have an opportunity to take down your opponent's structures and maybe even win the game, and then those Web Weavers just crush down your core. So, very well played here, though. By the way, the replay was sent to me by Bakery, which I find pretty amazing since they actually lost that match, and they just said, like, okay, this game was absolutely stunning regardless, so I'm gonna send that in. A lot of really, really good team fights, and that was quite fun. I mean, we had like these 5 versus 5 battles throughout the entire game, and a 30-minute match on Tomb of the Spider Queen on that level with this many kills. Pretty damn cool. I hope that you guys enjoyed the game. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up on YouTube and write a comment in the comment section. If you want to see more games like that, please let me know. And of course, we're also going to bring you more like league matches like the ESL Major League and other tournaments pretty soon. So guys, thank you very much for tuning in today. I'm going to see you next time with more content here on Khaldor TV of Heroes of the Storm. Bye.